Good morning. Good morning. Y'all know who it is. Charles, the GED graduate. Expert in what? Expert in common sense. Scholar in what? Scholar in knowing how to think, man. Let me give y'all a little free game today, man. From a common sense perspective, as always. All right? It's two streets to life. Two streets. It's a lot of different roads, but it's two main streets. Either you on the goofy side of the street, which is where they call the streets, when you're doing illegal shit. And then you got the winner side, which is the right side of the street, where we get to it and we do it legally. All right? The thing with the goofy side of the street, right? On that side of the street, when they put $1, they're looking for a profit to double their money. Whereas they put $1 down, they want to make $2 or $3. All right? On the goofy side of the street. All right? That's the fake world. That's the streets. All right? That's the illegal side of things. Right? On that side of the street, when they put $1 up, they're looking to make $2, which means they're looking to double their money. However, when they decide to come to the winner side, the real world, over here, when we put $1 up, if you make a quarter off that dollar, you are doing extremely, extremely good. Okay? Extremely good. And this is where guys fail when they come to this side of the street, because they're still looking for the goofy side of the street results. Even though when they put $1 up on that side, they make $2 and $3 per dollar, it's short-lived, and you're putting your life in jeopardy, you're putting your family in jeopardy, and everything. But we're not going to go into that. On this side of the street, when you put $1 up, you're looking to profit. If you can profit 15 cents off that dollar, you made it. We break it down. Break it down a little bit more. Okay? I talked about two type of incomes last week. One is portfolio income. That's stocks. I'm going to talk about that one first. All right? Charles GED graduate, I do invest in stocks, but I'm not a day trader. Okay? I'm not a day trader. I invest for the long run. The greatest renowned, known stock person of all time is Warren Buffett. I done read all his books. He's the greatest long-term investor of all time. You know how much money he made off each one of his dollars? 25 cents. And he's a multi-billionaire. He makes that's unheard of. He made 25 cents profit off of each dollar he puts up. That means if he puts up $100,000 in a year, he's gonna profit $25,000. That's how much the profit is on this side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can invest $1 and make 15 cents off that dollar, you winning on this side of the street when it comes to the stock market, because we're not looking for short-term things. We're looking for long-term. So over the long term, when you put money in these stocks, they compound every year because you're not touching it. So we're not looking to make nobody's making, nobody, I don't care who they are, in the stock market over a long period of time, they're not making 50 cents off of a dollar. They're not making $1 off a dollar off of they're not profiting $1 off of a dollar over a long period of time. It may happen in a month or something like that, but no. Warren Buffett all time, long term, he makes a quarter off a dollar profit. So that's enough said about that. So on this side of the street, which is the winner side, we do invest in stock, but it's a long-term tactic. And we're not looking to double our money because nobody doubles their money on the stock market. Not like that. Okay? Now, the other income is rental income. And this is where I become, and I'm not an expert in stocks, but I'm an expert when it comes to rental income, when it comes to real estate. I'm an expert. All right? You ain't going to find no one better when it comes to investing money in real estate. Now, on the real estate side of things, when we look at properties, okay, we look at one thing first. We're just going to say it's a 3-unit. 3 different apartments there, and each apartment is 2 bedrooms each. At the low end, this is how we look at things on this side. At the low end, I'm going to collect $1,500 for a 2-bedroom each unit. Quick math, that's $4,500 a month that I'm collecting. I'm collecting in rent. Okay? So, when I go to the bank and borrow some money to buy this house, I'm going to ask them one question. My first question is, what's going to be my total monthly payment? Mortgage, insurance, and taxes. If they say $3,500, if they say $4,000, I'm winning. Because I'm not concerned about how much money the bank making. I'm not concerned about how much money the realtor making, how much the lawyer making. I'm concerned about how much I'm making. Just like on the goofy side, when you was going to cop, you wasn't worried about how much the Colombians and the Cubans was making. You worried about how much you was going to make. So don't come on this side of the street and worry about how much we're making on this side. Don't worry about how much the bank is making. Don't worry about how much the broker's making. That ain't your business. Your business is how much you're going to make. So over here, when you buy rental income, you should look at how much you're going to be collecting. So an example I gave you, three family house, 2 bedrooms each apartment, 2-bedroom each apartment. That's $4,500. If the bank comes and says your mortgage, everything total gonna be $4,000, you still profiting $500 a month. And you're probably only gonna put down, just say $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. So now instead of that $25,000 sitting in the bank, making no money, now that same $25,000, you bought a piece of property, and that property is making $500 profit every month. And instead of you driving by the bank and seeing your money, you can drive by your house and see your money. You can look at it and say, okay, that's why I put $25,000 in. And guess what? Every first of the month, I'm going to profit $500 off that money every month. That's how you build wealth. That's how you build wealth. Okay, it's not a quick scam. This is not a quick thing on this side. It's about longevity. Now, that's one part. That same house that you probably put, this same max, you put $25,000 down, and you're profiting $500 a month. Okay, so what you do is what they call gentrify. They call it it's a bad word, they call it, but it shouldn't be a bad word. On this side, when we say gentrify, we mean make the place look better. So you go in there and you gentrify the bathroom. You update the bathroom over time, over the first year, you update the bathrooms, you update the kitchens. So that raises the value of the property, okay? Once you raise the value of the property, now maybe 2 years later, you go to a bank and you say, listen, I want to take money out because my property is worth more money now. So they say, okay, your new mortgage will be this much and you're going to give you $100,000. You take the $100,000 and then you go buy 4 more properties. And now you'll be able to profit off of those properties as well. But I can't give you anything right now, all right? But that's how we do it on this side.